Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife and welcome to a beautiful and sunny Colorado Springs. You can see Garden of the Gods behind me. We're gonna go explore that today. Mom is actually at her chemo treatment. She's at the infusion center, all hooked up and happy. So she has about 5 hours that she'll be there. And so I have time to explore the area. I thought I'd come to Garden of the Gods, but I've already seen something that, well, I didn't expect to see today. Let me show you. The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. What the heck? Of all the things I did not expect to see at the Garden of the Gods today, this probably tops the list. I've been to Garden of the Gods before, but one place that I've never been is the Garden of the Gods Visitor Center. And I figure that is a pretty good place to start. So let's head up and check it out. When you first walk in, there's all sorts of displays here, talking about the different rocks here in the Garden of the Gods. But this is what I saw first. Dinosaurs. This feels more like a really nice museum exhibit than just a visitor center. You can see over here on the left we have a cafe. The kind of iconic garden area is right out there. We'll go look at that here in a second. And a gift shop, which you guys know I'm going to check out. But also, here's a great kind of map overview of Garden of the Gods. And one of the things that I love is that there's so much area to get out. You can get out and hike, but also, if you just want to like drive through, there are lots of roads through the park for you to see. So, let's go outside. All right, so here's a great view of the rocks. Pikes Peak, actually, right back there, like 14,000 feet. Cameron Cone, I think, is this one right there, right on the left. And then, of course, we have those iconic Garden of the Gods rock formations right there. And I love when the sun hits them like that. It just, like, lights up the red of the rocks. Now into the gift shop, just kind of see what they have. Looks like a lot of the normal things. Of course, t-shirts, sweatshirts, coffee mugs. I actually like how on the display they have GOG for Garden of the Gods. Love this picture. Look at how great that is. So Sherri has been here before. When she was younger, her family came here on vacation. In fact, we're going to talk about that in this Saturday's podcast. But she hasn't been here since then, and we've never come together. So on our next trip to Colorado, I want to come together. I also like that design. This gift shop is huge, and they have a lot of really cool designs. I'm actually a fan of this, but there's one thing that I definitely did not expect to see here. One of my favorite books of all time. Just heading out of the visitor center. That place was great. It was pretty crowded. There were a lot of people there. They do have an information center where you can scan your phone to get like a free QR code map of the area. So I got that done. Now let's go drive through the park, find a spot to park, and start walking. So now we are driving down into the Garden of the Gods road. And they have a road that winds all through the park. Again, so it's beautiful just to drive through, but they also have lots and lots of places that you can park. There are all sorts of trails through here, so pretty much everywhere around, you can just park your car, get out, walk around. But one of my favorite places here at Garden of the Gods is actually to walk among just sort of these iconic rock formations. And so there's a parking lot up here that will let us do just that. I just parked, and this is the view from the parking lot. Absolutely amazing. So let's head out. Actually, you know what? No, I need sunscreen first. It is almost 100 degrees today. I'm from Alaska. I'm not used to this. So this is gonna be necessary. All right, now we can go explore. This trail is the Central Garden pedestrian walkway, and you can see a number of little holes in the side of the rocks. And if you watch for a little while, you will see birds flying in and out of those. Starting to get down here in the middle of it all. And one of the things that I think is so amazing is that Garden of the Gods is free to visit. I find that fascinating. And it is one of, hands down, the most naturally beautiful places in the world I've ever been. The Garden of the Gods, given to the city of Colorado Springs in 1909 by the children of Charles Eliot Perkins, in fulfillment of his wish that it be kept forever free to the public. And one of the popular things to do here at Garden of the Gods, rock climbing. You can see lots of climbers around today. There are all sorts of park maps around. You can see we are right here kind of in the middle of all of the different formations. And there are trails every which way you could want to go. But I think we are going to head down this way. I love how every one of the formations is different. Like as you walk around it and you see it from different sides, different views. One of the things I love about Garden of the Gods is that even though it is wildly popular, it's such a big area that even on busy days, it feels like you can find spaces where you're not surrounded by people, even out in places like this. And fun fact, I thought this was really cool. I don't know if you guys use TripAdvisor. TripAdvisor is one of my go-to resources when I travel. Did you know Garden of the Gods is the number 9 rated TripAdvisor location in the world, number 2 in the US. You can see we have a rock climber right up there. Okay, so we parked kind of up there around the corner, came down this way, walked around that side, and now I came back over here, and we're gonna go this way. Oh, absolutely not. No, thank you. From down here, you get a pretty good view of another one of the formations that just kind of came into view. And then again, looking back to where I was. What a beautiful day. It is hot. I just checked the temperature and it said it was 95 with a real feel of 98. It feels like it. Okay, I'm back to the car. I am absolutely sweaty. And I'm so thankful that I have water. If it's gonna be a hot day like it is today, definitely bring some water. This was a lifesaver for me out there. I did see a couple people out on the trails who didn't have water with them, and they were sitting down kind of struggling. There was one family that was trying to figure out how to get help. So definitely bring water because it is hot out here. There's not a lot of shade. There are a few trees, few sitting areas where you can find shade, but there's not a ton of it. So now that I was able to get out, get some fresh air, walk around a bunch, which it's amazing. If I lived in Colorado Springs and you could just come here anytime, I feel like I'd be here all the time. But now we're going to get back on the road and start driving and show you a little bit of the things that you can see as you drive through the park. So turning out of the parking lot where we just were, we are going to take a left. You can see one way here and just kind of join the parade of cars driving through Garden of the Gods. So you can see we are now on the back side of all of those formations, and we're passing here one of the tour vehicles. They do have a number of tours that you can book going through the park here, but look at that view. So amazing. It's one of the things that I love about this park is it is spectacular. You guys know that's one of my favorite words. When you get out, walk among it all, but even if you just have a little bit of time to drive through the park, the things that you get to see are so amazing. So I'd say whether you have a lot of time to get out and hike and explore the park, or whether you just have a little bit of time as you're passing through Colorado Springs to drive through Garden of the Gods, if you're in this area, to me, this is the #1 must thing to do. Okay, so this is really funny. I just got to a place called Balanced Rock. It's one of the most known images, most famous places in the Garden of the Gods. I'll show it to you in a second. But as I pulled up, I was like, wait a second. That is a Christmas ornament we have in our tree. And I was like, that's confusing because Sherri hasn't been to Garden of the Gods since she was a teenager. We've never come together. So how do we have a Christmas ornament from here? Which led me to ask the question, have we been here together? And we have. Not only that, we actually have a vlog from Sherri and I coming to Garden of the Gods with family. Neither of us remembered that. Neither of us remembered that we had ever come here together. How in the world is that possible? So, when I said earlier Sherri hadn't been here, lies. In our podcast coming out Saturday, when we talk about Sherri not having been here since she was a kid, lies. Sorry we lied to you so much, apparently. It's so funny. I saw this image behind me. I recognized our Christmas ornament, and I knew something was amiss. We figured it out. So I called Sherri and I was like, did we come here together? We walked through it, found the vlog, and yeah, we've been here. So ridiculous. That's when you know you've been together a long time, and it's when you know you've done a lot of cool things together. Now, let me go show you Balanced Rock. You can see the road comes right up here, and then this is Balanced Rock. And I was like, wait a second, that's on our Christmas tree. And that's when I knew. And of course, they have some informational signs here on Balanced Rock. 700 estimated tons, and still standing. Look at that. It's so crazy. Now, there's not really a path up to the top, but there are rocks here, and we're just going to walk up them and get up here. Here's a good view from up top. You can see lots of areas to walk around up here. Balanced Rock right there, that's what people always get their photo in front of. But really, the whole area around here is just so beautiful. And you guys know, I'm terrible at words. I typically use the same 2 or 3 words to describe everything, and I don't have better words at a place like this. It's just amazing. Here from the top, you have a good overview of like the whole area. That's where we came from. Over there, you can see the top of those rock formations we were walking through earlier. Then kind of the whole area, you can see the road over there. And look how cool even like the driveway is. Like you drive right here next to Balanced Rock. Back in the car and sort of heading kind of on the backside of the loop toward the visitor center. However, I do want to stop here at the Garden of the Gods trading post. Now, what is the Garden of the Gods trading post? Well, I have no idea. At the entrance here, they have a little note that talks about the trading post. It said in the early 1900s, one of the guys, while he was a teen, set up a tripod stand near the East Gateway Rock, where he sold gypsum figurines that he had carved, and that started the trading post. You can see a combination of, looks like gift shop. Ooh, they've got fudge, fresh roasted nuts. I think they have a restaurant over here, or a little cafe it looks like. From the outside, it actually doesn't look that big, but it is huge. It just keeps going and going. And the gift shop at the visitor center was obviously just Garden of the Gods stuff. This is a wide range of stuff. They have Garden of the Gods stuff, they have Colorado stuff, but then you can see paintings, art, different things like that. All right, this is interesting. They have something here inside the trading post that says the park is free, your donations greatly appreciated. And then they have from every single state. It says the top state 2022, Texas, Colorado, Indiana, Oklahoma, Illinois. How is Alaska doing? Well, pretty low. We need to help that out. And I just realized it's almost 2 o'clock and I haven't had lunch yet, so I'm actually gonna get lunch from the Balanced Rock Cafe. And then look at this, they have a great outdoor seating area here. They've got like a little water feature down there. I think I'm gonna grab this table right here though. Lunch is here. I went with the bison burger with pepper jack cheese and fries. So, kept it simple, but it does look good. My time at the trading post is done. Lunch was good, it was fine. I don't think anybody's coming here for food, right? It just like provides the food you need for the day at the park. And that's exactly what it did. I bought a couple things in there. I bought a Garden of the Gods postcard, of course. And then I bought a Garden of the Gods sticker because my water bottle doesn't have any stickers on it. And I felt like that sticker might look good on there, maybe. So that's what I bought. And now back out on the road to finish our time here at Garden of the Gods. Now you can see some of those formations that we saw when we first came in, coming back into view. And after such a hot and sunny morning, we're actually seeing a few raindrops on the windshield. One of the things that's so great about driving through the park is it seems like every curve you come around, every road you go down, even if it's a formation that you've seen, you get a different view of it. It looks different. The scenery is always changing based on where you are. One thing you should know about Garden of the Gods is that it is a one-lane road pretty much the whole way around, a one-way, one-lane road. And so traffic can get backed up. Remember, people stop for photos. There are different like tour trolleys and things like that that go around. So just know that the speed limit may be 20, but you probably won't be going 20 at certain times when traffic gets backed up. And just like that, we're almost back to where we started. And so our time here at Garden of the Gods just about finished. So that was a quick day at Garden of the Gods. When I found out that I had a few hours open while mom is getting chemo infusion stuff done, I thought, you know what? If there's one place I want to go kill time in Colorado Springs, that is it. I haven't gone out there on my last several trips here to Colorado, and so it was definitely time, and I thought I would bring you guys along. So hope you loved it. Again, in my opinion, if you're in the Colorado Springs area and you have time to do one thing, I think that's it. Like, I mean, it is amazing. It is unbelievable. So let me know in the comments below. I want to know, have you been to Garden of the Gods? Were you as amazed as I continually am? So friends, love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me on this this fun little day jaunt. Now I'm actually back at the hospital and I'm going inside to pick up mom, and then we're heading back to her house in Pueblo. Friends, love you guys so much. We'll see you on the next LeggLife video.